So I'm back with the side bend. Side bending, shoulders are down, and back to center. I would do between 3 to 5 repetitions on each side, so 6 in total, 10 in total, anything between there. If you just want to do 1 on each side, that's fine as well. Lengthen. If you feel you need to take it more slow and take your time and stay in the position, hold it for a big in-breath and really drop the opposite hip down. Perfect. Do that. Come back to center. Do 1 more. Draw the stomach in, shoulders down, and then come up to center. 2 more things. Now, come down, as in with the arms. Lift the shoulders. We're talking a lot about the shoulders. Slowly release the shoulders down. Shoulders connect into the back. Your back should always work and engage. Because again, otherwise, we end up like floppy people. Lengthen, shoulder shrug, lift up. You can place your hands anywhere you like, what feels best for you. Lift up and slowly release it down. That is the simplest thing to do in order to calm the body down. So if you have a busy day and you're really tense, lots of presentations when we're talking and we're becoming very like this, or if you're really nervous, sometimes we come forward and we still talk, but there's a lot, and then we get stuck and we feel a bit tired in the end of the day, by the end of the day. Shoulders down, reach up, reach up, reach up, lift, 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 and release the shoulders slowly. Use your breath. That settles the body, right? And you can feel it. Lift up, breathing in. You start to get the breathing, you go, oh yeah, I can actually breathe in. And then you go, oh, cough maybe, because there's tension. And then slowly release it down. Can you breathe out as you release down? All the way, out breath. 1 more. So shoulder shrugs, you can do them 500 times in a day. You can do it 2 times. You can do them as many times as you want and need in a day and in a week. So please keep up with your shoulder shrugs. Turn around, take the block away. Come onto the hands and knees and check now. So this is one of the things when we're by ourselves. Use mirrors maybe. Knees in line with the hips, because it's not easy to see yourself from underneath, if you like. If you have a mirror, you can check that. Hands, the same thing, in line with the shoulders, so it doesn't go somewhere else. Now also you can go on your knuckles, or you can turn your hands in. It doesn't need to be everything parallel, because it depends on your wrists and how everything is working, especially if you have niggles and injuries. It is the famous stretch out your ankles. Don't get cramped, don't force it. We lengthen, remember, length and connection. It's the famous cat stretch. Breathe out, curve the spine, set breathing, relax the shoulders. Breathe in and lift the chest. Draw the stomach in when it's Pilates. You lift the chest and you push the floor, or you push your hands down to the floor. You push the floor down. Push away from the floor to lift the chest. You curve the spine. So see the difference now. That's why I mentioned the floor and the pushing. We don't go through center and then just lift the head up. I want to see that lift in the chest. It's like a back bend. You draw the stomach in to protect the lower back. It's not just about sticking the bum up in the air and collapsing in the shoulders. You curve your whole spine from the base of the spine through the middle back, through the upper back, all the way up until the top of the head. Shoulders relaxed. And we reverse. Draw the stomach in. Yes. Always in Pilates to protect the back. Again, keep going and be careful with joints so we don't lock them out. Does that make sense? So if you're like me, hypermobile, soft elbows, curve the spine, relax the shoulders, soft elbows, no locked out arms. And then reverse, soft elbows, find your muscles. Soft elbow muscles working, not the joints collapsing. Can you see the difference? No joint collapsing. Ouch, it really hurts in the wrist. I can feel it actually. One more. Curve the spine, breathing out. And then when you breathe in, or maybe an out breath again, come to a flat back and draw the stomach in. And then without kicking anything around in your own home, lengthen opposite arm and leg. Release it down. Draw the stomach in. Opposite arm and leg. Lengthen. Shoulders down. And come back down. And again, opposite arm and leg. Draw the stomach in. Remember the elbow. Connect the muscles so we don't collapse. And let's see if I can show you without kicking the things behind me. Be careful so this doesn't happen. Yeah, that thing. Connect and engage and wake up the bum and understand what's going on behind you. Sometimes, if you're visual learners, you might have to stop and have a look and go, is my leg stretched? Yes, it is. If you have a mirror, look into the mirror. Yes, it's stretched. You can point the toes even. Opposite arm and leg. Keep breathing. Just breathe gently. Try not to collapse in the shoulders. The head is in line with the spine, so be careful so the head doesn't come up. It's in line with the spine. Crown of the head goes forward. Give me one more. Keep going and alternate. And then when you come down, you can either sit back in a child's pose and relax and shake it out, arms back, or you can come up and tuck the toes and do a downward dog and just try to walk it out a bit. Take your time, move, breathing. Knees can be bent, you can wiggle the hips. You can stay up here. One big in-breath, maybe an out-breath. 2 times, 5 times. And then when you had enough, come down. And then we sink back into a child's pose. Careful with knees. Maybe you need to have your bum in the air and drop down onto the head, forehead, Or maybe sit all the way back. Figure it out. Relax. Relax the shoulders. See if you can breathe in gentle. Relax the lower back. Draw the stomach in. And then when you do come up from here, so you can stay here much longer, but when you do come up, see if you can get your hands under your shoulders. Your head might come up a little bit, but could you roll up? Could you curve the spine to keep that spine supported in order to avoid injury in the neck? And then head comes up. And if you can't kneel, what you would do, you probably would come up a little bit like a hands and knees, and then you kind of relax the shoulders and come off your knees. Yes. And we're back. One more thing. Maybe frog position, maybe a mini split, maybe knees bent, maybe sit on your cushion again on a block. You are going to do a forward fold held position and stay here. So if you're sitting, let's say, like a frog, open up the hips, forward fold, hold on to the floor, not your feet. You don't want to sprain the ankle. If you're holding on to the ankle, is to push the knees down to get the stretch to become a bit more intense. Holding on to the floor, we can relax a bit more. If you're sitting in the splits, legs can be bent or stretched, but it's to relax the spine. Yes. Draw the stomach in. You can stay here for 30 seconds or a minute. Shoulders are down. Breathing in. You might want to stay in a V shape for 30 seconds and then slowly roll out of it. And then take your feet in and then do the frog leg for another 30 seconds. Shoulders down. Draw the belly in. Relax the shoulders. Draw the belly in gently. Not tight, just gently. And you're slowly rolling up after 30 seconds. So you need to time yourself. Coming up. Next part, turn around. onto your hands and knees. Maybe block, maybe pillow underneath your back knee. Front foot really far forward. It's a hip opener. You draw the stomach in, hips are leveled, you squeeze the bum, you sink forward. You check so your back knee is happy. I suggest hands on either side of the front leg. Careful, I show you on my other leg and you can see much clearer. Careful so the front leg is not left underneath you. Can you see what happens? That's a really dodgy ankle and a really dodgy kneecap. Yes. Foot forward because you want to sink forward and open up the hips. Some of you have done yoga, I know, so hands might be flat, but what I really want to see in Pilates is a lengthened spine. You don't force yourself to touch the floor and look like a banana, trying to get down, because it hurts everywhere. In the leg, back of the leg and the hip. You're trying to get your hips forward. If you need to hold on to furniture, draw the stomach in. Sink the hip forward, draw the belly in, so we're not collapsing into the lower back. Another 30 seconds. Maybe keep it longer this time around and you can do another 30 seconds with a straight back leg. So basically a minute here. Hold. Hands, if they can go flat on the floor, really relax your body onto the thigh, but try not to end up looking like a hunchback. Lengthen. And then when you do come out of it, you slowly drop down. I know sometimes we want to sink back a bit, but take your time. Use your furniture, use the floor, use your hands. Take the leg back smoothly. Check, are we okay? Knee okay, hips are fine. Other side. Walk forward. Take the body to upright so you can really establish the balance. Parallel legs. Leg is forward. You draw the belly in to protect the back. I said it many times now. Belly in, tummy in. Sink forward. Breathe sideways into the ribs. So it's not really belly breathing, is it? Sideways ribcage breathing, that's hard. We have to Google that, don't we? Lateral breathing. Pilates breathing. Down you get. Remember all the options. What do we hold on to? Yes. How far forward do we go? How much can we lengthen the spine and not just sink into it? You can see the difference. I know I'm over-exaggerating, but you can see it. Draw the stomach in. 30 seconds, she says. Maybe another 30. In a big split. Draw the belly in again. Lengthen, calm breathing. Breathing in calmly. Breathing out nice and calm. Slowly release the knee down. And then take it away. And then shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. So all these little stretches, they don't have to come in the same order. Let's say you've gone for a run and you only have 5 minutes to calm down instead of 10 minutes. You can do the hip stretch we finished off with. You can do the hip stretch and then you can sit down, sit as you wish, and maybe just a side bend. Shoulders down and go, oh, that feels good. Yes. If you like cycling, side bends are really good because on the bike you're forward, so the body likes to open up all directions. Give yourself a side stretch and check in. How do you feel in the back after running? Instead of also thinking, yes, you've been running and cycling, for example, or gone for a walk, it's not just about going forward, touching your toes. Yes, that little split thing we did. Yes, the hip opener. So think about how you do the exercises and why. When do we need them? Is it because we want to relax the whole body? Or do we have specific areas we want to work on? Connecting, draw the belly in. Yes, shoulders relaxed. Have fun. Any questions, let Jeff know and he will let me know. And then we communicate and I answer questions as well as I can. Take care everyone. Bye.